So in this video, I want to show you the easiest and fastest way of finding proven products you can drop ship on your Shopify store. When I say proven products, I mean products that have that previous sales history that we can see and view that guarantees them to be a winning product. So I've been using this site now for the past 3 to 4 months maybe. I think it was just before Q4 I first got introduced to it. And one of the reasons then why it's my favorite go-to place to find products is because behind each product there's so much data and information that you can use, which makes that decision of selling that product that much easier. So in this video, I'm going to show you my 3 favorite features of this particular site, just to help you guys out with that whole product research process, because I know it can take hours and hours and hours, and this simplifies it a lot. Plus there's some pretty cool other features as well, just to help you in terms of ad creation, integration to your store and things like that. So with that being said then, let's jump straight into it. So the site in question is Sell the Trend. You may or may not have heard of it before, and I could probably talk for a good couple of hours, in fact, taking you through all the different features and information available to you. However, to keep the video short, I'm just going to give you a brief introduction and show you my 3 favorite things that you can do with it. So this is your home dashboard then. It recently had an update at the end of March. So if this looks different to what you may have seen in previous videos, that'll be why. So my favorite section of the site is the Nexus. When you're doing your product research, this will be the area in which you spend most of your time. There's many different categories of products. You have hot products, trending, on the rise, new products, and then all. However, my favorite is trending products. The reason being is these are the products that are currently selling right now today. So if you are a beginner and you're not quite sure what to sell, then this is the place in which you want to start. If you're not quite sure, you can simply scroll through, find something that catches your eye, or if you want to give yourself the best chance, you can sort them. So we can go to sort products by Nexus rank and then go to the highest, and then it will sort them in order. And this is one of the reasons why I like Sell the Trend so much, is because of its accuracy. It makes sense that these category of products are at the top of the list now, given the current times we're living in with the virus and the lockdown, things like face masks, home workout tools, things we can do at home, like different activities and hobbies we can do at home. It makes sense. So it just proves how accurate this software is. Whereas I've used other softwares and sites and the results have always just been a bit mixed. So once you found a product that catches your eye, this is really where Sell the Trend comes into its own, in my opinion. What we can do is we can click on this green product research button here. It's going to open up the tab and it's just going to give us a ton of different useful and valuable information. So at the top, we have how many orders. This is from AliExpress. We have the product cost. However, that looks a bit off to me. I doubt they're selling this for a penny. They have the selling price from the averages of the Shopify stores currently selling this, which gives us a rough profit margin. Now this is quite handy because if you can work towards say a £15 cost per purchase on Facebook, then you know straight away you're looking at about £20 or $20 profit per order. Next thing is we have this chart which is the daily breakdown of sales on AliExpress, and this is a really strong sign that products like this is super in demand now. So this is a green light in terms of finding a winning product. Now what I really like about this screen is it gives you a breakdown of where these stores are currently selling this product or where these stores are based. So we can see Brazil, the majority of them being in America, 10 in Europe, and then only 5 in the UK, which is interesting because we know for a fact this is a super in-demand product. However, there's not that many people selling it in the UK, so it kind of opens up opportunities or gives you a market to focus on. Rather than try and sell it in the US, for example, where the majority of people are selling it, why not focus it in the UK where it's going to be a bit less competitive? Moving to the bottom of the screen as well. Now this comes in handy if you know what you're looking for. When it comes to do Facebook targeting, it's quite a common question I'll get asked. People want me to suggest interest for them to target, whereas this software does it for you, and it gives you all these different categories, which is really useful because if you just hit a brick wall, like I've been doing interest research for a couple hours before, and then I just feel like I've seen absolutely every interest or every category there is, you can come on here and it can just spark new ideas. So if you're a beginner, you can start with the quick start section, and then there's all these different categories. So these are all different interests you can target, all different brands within the bodybuilding niche, all different magazines, jobs, societies, and public figures. There's just a ton of information there that you can use to kind of spark different interests or roads to go down. Now the next feature I want to show you is something that Sell the Trend don't talk about much, but they should, because it's one of the biggest things that beginners when they're getting involved in dropshipping struggle with, and that's the video ad creation. So on the left hand side then we've got all these different tabs. They're pretty self-explanatory. So this top one will show you a Shopify store selling this product, and then these will be all the different product listings on AliExpress, Amazon, Facebook, and YouTube. Now this is the one I want to show you. If we just click on this, it's going to open up a new tab to a video creator, and what it will do is it will import all the images from a particular site. So you can select the different sites, however these are in rank order, so essentially this will be the best site, or import all the images from their site. And then there's a ton of different options you can do as well. So you can set different text options, a color style to match the branding of your store. You can select particular particular music. So depending on what niche you're in, obviously you might want upbeat or you want slower music, for example. You can set the duration of the slideshow and then essentially just click create video and it will do everything for you. Now, to be honest, the finished products might not always be a 10 out of 10, but for a beginner who's never done this before and doesn't have access to an expensive video editing software, then it's an ideal place to start. Going back to the product research section, there's another feature as well that I want to share with you. Again, another thing that's, if I was Sell the Trend, I would make a bigger deal out of this because so many beginners come to me and they don't know how to create product pages. So what you can do is if you click this add to store button here, you can push it directly to your Shopify store. And what you can also do is you can see it's already filled out the content here that we're going to import. And the reason being then is because it takes it from these stores here. So as you can see, as I'm clicking on these different ones, it's importing different information from different stores. However, obviously we want to base our product page on the best selling store. So essentially we've found a top trending product. We've got a product page that's going to mimic the best selling store for this particular product. As I'm about to say now, you should not copy somebody's product page, but what you can do is use it as inspiration. So see how they've highlighted certain keywords or phrases in different colors, the images they use and the different features. You can use the same sort of stuff, but obviously reword it and re-layout it to match your store, match the theme and branding of your particular store. It also gives you this particular information here, which is what their current selling price is. So if these guys are selling it as a bestseller successfully at this price, then we can use that same price. And what we can also do is select the different suppliers in which we want to source it from on AliExpress. So if we click on the different ones, it's going to change the different feedback score. It's going to change the different amount of reviews. So you can flick through the different ones and just make sure you've selected the one with obviously the highest feedback score and the best reviews as well. So when it is integrated and you are processing your orders, that you're buying it from the best supplier possible. Before we move on to the next couple of features, I just want to let you know that if you do want to find out more information about Sell the Trend and try them out, there is a link in the video description below. It'll be the first link and it will be an affiliate link as well. So I will get a kickback if you do sign up through that link. Whether you use my link or not, it shouldn't matter, it shouldn't take away from the fact of how valuable Sell the Trend can be to you. It is genuinely one of the tools I use myself, and in the past 2 years I've been doing YouTube. Apart from Shopify themselves, I'm not an affiliate for anything else. So with that being said, then let's move into the last couple of features I want to show you guys. And the second section then is Explorers. So there's all these different sites here which will show you really good products within these particular categories. So it's not just AliExpress, they do have Amazon as well. However, being somebody who Shopify dropships, I'm sourcing my products from AliExpress. So this is the section I'm interested in most. So this is essentially kind of like the main overview. However, there's a ton of different filters and options you can select. For example, if you are within a certain niche and you want to find products within your particular niche, you can do the same thing we did on the previous screen. So let's say, for example, you are in the cycling niche, you can come on here, find a ton of different products. And again, what I really like about Sell the Trend is it gives you a ton of different information. If you're a beginner watching this now and you're looking for a particular product to dropship, the section which you're most interested in is this overall one. The daily one doesn't tell you too much in terms of how successful the products will be moving forward. However, this overall will. Obviously, the higher the numbers, the higher the spike and demand for this particular product has been. Obviously, we can see at the top, again, with it being a face mask, recently it was spiked like crazy for obvious reasons given the current times we're living in. So this is the section you want to be focusing on most. Now, if you're not restricted to any particular niche, you could go to all niches. And then once this loads up, we can go to sort products. And then you've got all these different options which you can filter by. So if you want to go by all-time orders change, we can go by highest percentage increase. And it's going to give us all the products that match that particular set of criteria that we're currently looking for. And again, a great illustration of how accurate Sell the Trend is. At the top, we have home workout products. To end the video off, I want to show you the tools section and the different tools you have at your disposal. Number one being the engagement calculator, because a lot of people will approach me and ask me how I calculate whether influencers are worth spending their money on or not. So what you can do is you can come onto here, you can choose the influencer, whether it's Twitter or Instagram. You can put how many followers are in. So let's say they have 100,000 followers and they're getting, let's say, 2,000 likes on average per post. We can take an average obviously over the course of say the last 5 photos or videos, and they get, let's say, 250 comments, get engagement rating, and it's going to give us an influencer rating of amazing. So then we know whether that influencer is worth going with or not. With that being said, guys, that pretty much covers the 3 features I wanted to show you in this video. As you can see, there's a ton more. So if you do want me to do say like a part 2, comment part 2 and I can show you some more cool features and options you have within Sell the Trend. But apart from from that, that's it for me in this video. If you are interested, obviously head down into the video description, check out the link at the top, and if you have any comments or questions about this or anything for that matter, I do read every single comment, so just simply comment it down below. I will see it and I will get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button. Please do subscribe as well for regular content. I am uploading about 5 videos every single week. And apart from that, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one.